TJ Lane was an 18-year-old school shooter that went to jail and for some reason became gay. And in this video by Mandrake, we're going to be finding out exactly what happened and why did it happen. Let's go check it out, man.
February 27, 2012, 17-year-old student TJ Lane would shoot up his high school. His attack would leave 3 students dead and 1 paralyzed. He's become one of the most infamous school shooters in America. But why? The school...
Before this video even begins, rest in peace to all these people that have suffered from this mass shooting, and any other people that have suffered from mass shooting, rest in peace to them.
was in the middle of nowhere in a town of 5,000 people, with only 3 dead. I mean, not to downplay it, but there's been a ton of school shootings since, where way more kids die, and nobody really cares about those. So what's the reason for all this attention? Well, you see, TJ is an insufferable, edgy piece of shit.
Saying to pull the trigger that killed your son, you know, masturbates to memory. Love you.
Yeah,
He was trying
clearly he's not, clearly he's a piece of shit. There's no better way to say it, you know. He must be out of his mind somehow, something. Maybe he didn't get love from his parents, something that didn't go right when he was growing up, I think. I wish to think that any normal human being wouldn't just do this out of nowhere. I really hope not. And yeah, he clearly isn't there mentally.
So hard to sound cool here, but he sounds like he's about to burst into tears. His trial was a media circus that was watched by millions. Everyone was either outraged or laughing at him. Dude looks like Sid from Toy Story. I actually remember seeing glimpses of his trial on my parents' TV when I was like 7 years old. That's how everywhere it was. At one point during the trial, he would write "killer" on his t-shirt, recreating the shirt he wore during his massacre, and he would give the middle finger to the victims' families. So, now that you've seen the type of person TJ is, the rest of this video might be reddit.com/oddly satisfying to you. Despite being 17, TJ is tried as an adult and sent to big boy prison. When he arrives, he's 18 years old. A freshly 18-year-old...
Right, okay, so he was 17 when he committed the mass shooting, and then he turned 18 when he went to jail.
Skinny white kid in prison with a bunch of grown-ass men who've seen him on the prison television and hate him. I mean, he's in the same prison as a serial killer known as the Angel of Death who killed up to 87 people, and this man also happens to have a crush on TJ. What could possibly go wrong? He's almost immediately gang raped.
Unfortunately, he was...
Okay, yeah, so, okay, right. So he got raped in jail, and then that's how he became gay? Yikes.
Attacked by several inmates, and I think that's what made him gay.
Did you know that there's no lube in prison, so they use each other's poop? After going through such a traumatic event, TJ would convert to homosexuality. For protection, he'd get into a relationship with another inmate named Clifford, who was 26 years older than him. TJ would also begin to stop shaving, bathing, and wiping. He believed that if he made himself as
disgusting ass nigga.
repulsive as possible, people would stop raping him. I mean, it kinda worked. Skunk maxing. Eventually, TJ would befriend a man in prison named Steve. Initially, Steve was going to kill TJ, as apparently someone had placed a $50,000 bounty on his head. But after they got to know each other, they would soon become friends.
At first, I'm not gonna lie, you know, I heard about a $50,000 reward and stuff, and I'm thinking, well, I'm just about to fuck this kid up and see if I can get some money out of it. Right. But then I kind of got cool with the kid. He's all right. He's just confused and had a rough life.
He'd end up helping TJ respond to letters from fangirls in exchange for a cut of the money the girls would send. Yeah, he has fangirls writing letters to him in prison, and a lot of them felt so very betrayed when they found out they were writing to a 40-year-old man instead of their favorite twink school shooter.
This is something I don't understand, and like with, for example, Ted Bundy, I think that was his name, Jeffrey Dahmer. I never understand how there's actually real people that become fans of these serial killers or like mass shooters. I really don't understand how there's like normal people, well, clearly they're not normal, but you get my point, that fall in love with these serial killers, especially, and I've seen it, it's mostly women. Women tend to like have these fantasies and fantasies with these sort of people. but realistically, they wouldn't actually do it. I think with things with these people, like have a sexual relationship. At least I would hope not. But yeah, still, why do you support someone that killed a lot of people, innocent people?
You don't think he kind of shat on his supporters when he had you or William write them back? You know, like, I think a lot of his supporters felt really, really hurt that he rejected them. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So the phone call I played is between a Tumblr blogger and TJ's friend from prison, Steve. The girl is acting super weird during the entire call. And what I mean by weird is that I feel like she wants to fuck school shooters. She's like, oh, don't you feel bad you betrayed their trust?
Right.
No, they were writing to a school shooter. If you trust a school shooter, that's on you. Oh, and by the way, even though Steve sounds like a chill guy, he's a serial child rapist who died a few years ago. So I guess it's really not that surprising he'd be friends with TJ. Anyways, the Tumblr blogger girl, after hearing about TJ's gay relationship, would begin theorizing if TJ is a bottom or a top on Tumblr. Somehow, TJ would hear about these posts and manage to find her phone number. This is the resulting voicemail she got.
Hi, this is TJ Lane. I've heard you've been saying some shit about me on your blog, and I don't appreciate that.
Oh.
For your information, I have clean skin, and I'm not a sub-bottom, whatever you say. I like women. I respond to all the hot girls that write me. Fuck you, you bitch, whatever. Adios.
That's gotta be the gayest voice I've ever heard. How does he have a phone? Can you just call people in prison? That was probably like the one phone call he was allowed to make the entire month. The guard whose job it is to wiretap the phones was probably really confused. And also, obviously he's a bottom. How is that even a debate? There's no way his little piercer is getting in any hole. Anyway.
Okay, now, Mandrake, take a minute, take a breath, pause. Don't ever say that again. Relax yourself.
A teenage
Oh, hey, hi, yes, you watching the video? Well, first of all, thank you for watching my video. If you don't mind just, subscribing for the boy, come on, man, it helps me out a little bit. 85% of you guys that watches my video doesn't subscribe. And that pisses me off. It pisses me off. So if you could just click the button. Just click the button. Right button for the boy, you know what I'm saying? It really goes a long way for me, and it goes a long way for you, because then I'll get better, and then you keep on getting entertained. But yeah, that's all for me. Alright, back to the video.
Teenage girl, believing that TJ had beat the gay allegations, would write him a letter. Now, we don't have the letter she sent, but we have the letter she received. A letter was sent from this address to an inmate in this prison, Thomas M. Lane III, also known as TJ Lane, the Chardon High School shooter, from a young girl who I assume is your daughter named blank. I'm sure as her parents, you are not aware your child is attempting to flirt with a prisoner in a maximum security facility, as I'm sure you wouldn't have allowed this to happen. It's not smart for minors to write men in prison, as nothing around here is personal or private. TJ showed me the letter your daughter wrote, along with her pictures, before he disposed of it. It was amusing to both of us, because she seems infatuated with someone who has no remorse for his crimes. I handle all of TJ's letters from fans. We are in a relationship together. Yes, TJ is gay, and has no interest in your daughter, so don't worry. A lot of men here try to scam young, vulnerable girls.
So this is something I've heard a lot from prisons. It's like most of these men that are doing like 10, 20, 30 years in jail, because they don't have access to women, they'll become gay because they don't have access to like touching a woman. So they'll find like the closest thing that they have, which is like a male that looks small and weak and doesn't have like facial hair, doesn't have like muscle, because it's more like, I guess it looks more like a woman because they have a softer body. And I guess it's a common thing. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't want to go to jail ever again. I'm not saying this would happen to me, but I don't even want to give it a try. No chance.
money. So do tell your daughter it is a bad idea for her to try and write these men. We are all locked up for a very good reason, no matter our ages. TJ may be a young man, but he is proud of what he done and has no compassion. Anytime anyone under 18 write him, I do them a favor and let their parents know, so it won't happen again. 16-year-old girls got no business writing men in prison, especially not homosexual ones like my boyfriend, Thomas Lane. I will not be writing you again. Thank you for your time. Clifford. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. It must be so heartbreaking to be a teenage girl writing to your favorite school shooter, and this guy cucks you. If I was a father and I got a letter like this, I would do unspeakable
Bro,
things.
if I was a father and I knew that my daughter was writing to a killer, or like was trying to get into a relationship with a murderer, bro, I would be mad at myself. I would ask myself, yo, God, where did I go wrong? What happened? What did I do to deserve this?
Daughter. After a year and a half of being imprisoned, TJ and his lover decide to escape together. Here's the plan. They're gonna make a big ladder out of cabinets from the workshop and climb out during yard time. The plan is really that simple. Big ass ladder. On September 11th, 2014, they go through with the plan, and they somehow actually manage to escape. Apparently, the security camera was broken, and there wasn't a guard watching them. They make their way to a designated meetup point. Apparently, a super dedicated fangirl was meant to be here to pick them up. They wait and wait, but she never arrives. You can't even blame them for becoming gay. You just can't trust women for shit. They realize it's over, and they both go their separate ways. I imagine they shared one last kiss goodbye. By 1 a.m., they're both captured. TJ was found with a pitchfork behind a church. His lover was found under a boat. They will never see each other ever again. As punishment for his escape attempt, TJ would be sent to a supermax prison, Ohio State Penitentiary. He would stay there for 2 years. That's 2 years of 23 hours in solitary confinement. He would only get a single hour each day for outdoor recreation, and the outdoor recreation was just a room with a few dumbbells and a 4-inch slit in the wall. That's what counted as being outside. They look like action figures.
I think that this is an advertisement to you kids that wanna act all tough and whatever. Don't. Because you might end up in jail. You might do something stupid that will end you in jail for 10 to 20 years with no freedom. You can't see the day of light or the light of day. You don't have any free will to do whatever you want because people are all over you telling you what you have to do. Like you're in school, but as an adult, and it's just cooked, bro. You might get fucked. I'm not gonna lie, you might get fucked. With or without. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so nah, don't do it.
Took away TJ's books and Pokemon cards. That's gotta be worse than the solitary confinement. After his 2 years are up, he would then be transferred to a new prison. That's somehow even worse. The most dangerous prison in the entire state of Ohio, with prison guards that randomly beat and pepper spray the inmates. The Southern Ohio Correctional Facility, which you may know from the infamous prison riot. As of 2026, he remains here, and will probably die here.
As he
This
should.
is his most recent mugshot. Jesus Christ.
He looks happy.
Look at the progression. His skin is now a ghostly pale. His eyes look dead, and his nose is all bent and fucked up. Probably from the beatings the guards give him. He looks like if Jesus was addicted to crack. If only you knew how bad
Hold on. Well, what's going on?
bad things really are. Look, if you want my opinion, just kill him. He's only 31. He has like 40 more years of this, at least. I mean, at least he's not getting raped anymore. But I don't know what's worse, being raped every day or solitary confinement and torture for the rest of your life. What do you
I say don't kill him. W video. I'm not gonna finish it because we get the point now. I would say killing is actually doing him a favor. In most cases with most prisoners, the death sentence to me is actually like mercy, in my opinion. I believe that if you've committed such a heinous crime, you should live the rest of your life in either agony or just in straight up isolation. No human contact, the lowest of lowest type of quality food. Because to be honest with you, bro, when you die, that's it. Like, you're not feeling anything. You don't know what's going on. So it's actually like you're chilling, right? And I say that very lightly, obviously, but like, I think you guys can get my point. When you're actually alive, experiencing every 24 hours of your day, knowing that you did this and that's the reason why you're here, and now you have to suffer those consequences, that to me is actually more of a punishment than actual death itself. But anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subs as soon as possible, and I appreciate every single one of you guys that have supported me. Oh my god, I'm out, bro.